Welcome to the Leverton on Everything podcast. I'm Leverton, and this is Everything. First rule of the podcast is that I review literally everything: books, movies, podcasts, chairs, walls, socks, digits, both physical digits like on your fingers and also numbers. That's the first rule. Second rule is that every review that I do is under 10 minutes. This is a review of I Am a Stalker, a docuseries from 2022, and I give it 7 out of 10. And my review is interesting but frustrating. Generally, I found this documentary series quite interesting because you get to hear from the criminals who have committed these crimes, but it is done with tact and very little sensationalism. Another good thing about this series is that it shows you the mentality of the American justice system, which is a reflection of American society. For example, one of the stalkers is a lesbian, and as part of her treatment, I guess, she decides to go to church where they say her natural feelings are against God's plan. That kind of makes sense because that is what Christianity teaches. It doesn't have anything to do with whether a person is a stalker or not. More egregious was the sentence given to a lady who felt like her husband and his ex were becoming too close. She decided to drop mysterious packages off at the ex's place, and because the ex was a conservative Christian, she made sure that these packages looked mysterious and that they looked like they had occult origins. So the stalker got 8 years probation for this and was ordered by the court not to see her mother for 8 years because her mother happened to drive her to the ex's place once. That seems to be a sentence that is so draconian because people in the justice system actually believe in the existence of the occult. I've never heard of someone being ordered not to associate with their own parents. Even serial killers are not ordered to do that. Their parents can visit them in prison. And it's weird how the victim called the police because there was a picture of her delivered to her house, and on the picture there was a pentagram. It's a bit of a joke when people say that America is like the Christian Taliban, but sometimes it's true. I do believe that this person was stalking the victim and that she does deserve some sort of punishment, like a few years or a year probation. But I really don't understand what the point of punishing the mother at all was. Probably other stalkers were driven to the places where they were stalking people by their friends. So are we saying that just because you have friends and relatives, they need to be punished for your bad actions? The rest of the series is a good examination of what needs to break in your mind to become a stalker. And as I said before, I think I did a review of another series where it was about stalking. I did have a stalker, and it's not a pleasant experience. And I only had this experience for maybe like 2 weeks. But she was clearly mentally ill and somehow fixated on me. And the end of this story is that she came to my place of work when I wasn't there and demanded to see me. And when I wasn't coming in because it wasn't my day to work, she stayed there for like 6 hours and was harassing people who came. So the police were called, and then she was put in a 48 hour sort of mental health check. So yeah, not fun. But interesting in that case, the police never contacted me. And even if they had, I don't think that they would believe that that was satanic, even if she was doing satanic things. I mean, she wasn't, but like if she wrote it like a satanic symbol to try and scare me, I don't think the police in this particular jurisdiction would take that too seriously. Ah, yeah. Oh, America, America, America. You had such hope and promise, and you just shat the bed, basically. And it didn't start with Trump. Trump is just a symptom of the disease, basically. Can you turn it around, America? That's the question the world is asking you. All right, one thing that is not has not destroyed its promise yet is my son and me. We have a podcast called the Everything and More Etc. podcast. You can check it out. It's pretty cool. I think you'd like it. Bye.